diet and its importance in saving from spinal injuries. Let me start off by asking you a very important question. How well do you really know your spine? The spine is the tree of life. Protect it. A strong spine charms us and a weak spine harms us. The spine is one of the most underrated yet the most integral organs of our body. Apart from providing strength, support, stability and flexibility to the body, there are several other distinctive functional features like protection of the spine, protection of the spinal cord that makes it a marvel of a creation to the human body. I have noticed that 90% of the patients are not aware of what the spine does for them, apart from being the pillar to keep their body upright. The truth is, the function of the spine is multifolded. Before we get into that, let us start by understanding the basic composition of the spine. The spine is a complex structure composed of muscles, ligaments, tendons, vertebrae, discs, facet joints, spinal nerves, and the innumerable nervous system, merging together to form a unified bridge-like structure between the brain and other parts of the body. Hence, it is known as BBB, meaning bridge between brain and the body. Did you know that the spine is composed of 120 muscles, 210 ligaments, 33 vertebrae, 28 discs, 100 plus facet joints, and 31 pairs of spinal nerves? Any change anywhere in these structures causes 48 spinal problems altogether. The spinal nerve contains sensory as well as motor nerves that are basically the major pathway for sensation of reflexes from every single part of the body. Not only that, due to its common connection with the central nervous system through gray and white matter, the spinal cord provides a pathway for all neurological actions throughout the body. Is that all? No. Spinal cord is what can be called as the carrier of genetic information, the messenger gateway for future generations. Truth be told, the spinal cord has the capacity to store generations worth of genetic information. Isn't that fascinating? In 23 years of medical career as a spine specialist, I have noticed something common among the people, especially in these last few years. Back pain today is considered as a universal language as it is linked with human evolution. It is an ailment that affects most people in one form or the other at some stage or the other in life. It would spare no one. From Africa to America and from Indonesia to India, the people worldwide have the same experience and suffering from this back pain. In India, it is estimated that 8 out of 10 people suffer from it at some point in their lifetime. Research revealed that back pain is the single most leading cause of disability globally, preventing people from doing their works and going to places. Back pain often has adverse effects on employment and leisure activities and family and social relationships too. Back pains and spinal problems have crippled hundreds of families financially over the past few decades. The facts are as follows. Back pain is first leading cause of disability. Back pain is second common disease for visiting a doctor after asthma. Back pain is the third costliest disease after heart diseases and cancer. Back pain is the fourth cause of disease for surgeries. Now the question arises, what should your diet look like if you want a healthy back pain-free spine? Hippocrates, the father of medicine, had once said, "Let food be thy medicine." Even in our culture and important manuscripts, one might come across several manuscripts that talk about the importance of a proper diet and its inexplicable healing properties. A healthy spine will consist of 3 components. Number 1, strong spinal bones. Number 2, healthy muscles. And number 3, proper nerve functioning of the spinal cord. How can a proper diet help you? If you are someone who has gone through a major surgery onto the spinal cord or chronic back pain, there are 2 ways in which a proper diet can help you. Number 1, manage body weight. Eating a balanced and including food from various food groups is an extremely important part of maintaining the correct body weight. Managing your body weight helps to prevent chances of spinal cord injuries. People who are way above or under their appropriate BMI run a higher risk of developing chronic back pain or spinal cord injuries than people who are having the appropriate BMI. Number 2, help you avoid any complications. If you have already suffered from spinal cord injury, chances are that you will develop other ailments as well. To avoid any further complications, maintaining a diet that promotes bone health is absolutely necessary. 6 tips to have a healthy spine just with your diet. Recovering from a spinal injuries can be difficult and time consuming. However, with a proper diet, you can not only speed up the recovery process but also promote natural healing with very limited to do or no medication at all. I wanted to draw your attention to the things to add or subtract from your diet if you really want to recover from a severe case of spinal injuries or spinal problems rapidly. Number 1, include variety of your diet. Remember, as kids there were certain vegetables that we absolutely hated, but our mothers forced us to eat them because of their nutritional values. Well, our moms were right back then. Our diet should include everything in appropriate proportions. Including all forms of nutrition to your diet will ensure that there is no deficiency caused by any nutrients, especially proteins and vitamins. Make sure that your diet contains grains, fruits, vegetables, lean meat, eggs, legumes, and even dairy if you are not lactose intolerant. If you are, you will need to add calcium supplements to your diet, as calcium is extremely crucial for a strong spinal health. Tip number 2, meat helps. If you are a non-vegetarian person, this is good news for you. Consuming high quality protein, especially red meat, in appropriate quantities can help you massively improve your bone health and reduce any chances of spinal cord injuries. Red meat have a high level of calcium that helps to strengthen your bones and improve your spinal health. Tip number 3, include more fats in your food. Remember that the brain, nervous system, spinal cord is all made of rich fat. If you avoid taking fat, then the nutrition to these particular organs diminishes, leading to the dryness of the fats, and thus the conduction mechanism gets hampered. For example, the nerves have myelin sheath around them, which is composed of 80% lipids and 20% proteins, which allows electrical impulses to transmit quickly and efficiently along the nerve cells. If the good fats are not included in your food, the nourishment of these innumerable nerves in the body decreases. Myelin sheath gets damaged and the impulses slows down. It has been seen that good fat diet has reduced the chances of chronic back or other forms of spinal cord injuries. Tip number 4, limit salt intake. If you are someone recovering from chronic back pain or some degrees of spinal cord injuries, salt is definitely not your best friend. Excessive consumption of salt can increase blood pressure and slow down your recovery process drastically. Tip number 5, lower your intake of pungent spices. The problem with consuming too many pungent spices in your food, like green and red chilies, is that they have a drying effect on the body. Dryness is a quality of Vata dosha, which tends to increase with an increase in drying substances. It leads to constipation and increases lower back pains because of stool stasis. Tip number 6, eat warm foods. Remember the principle of like attracts like. The same applies to food and pain. When you consume cold foods and drinks, this increases Vata dosha, hence contributing to more pain. The thing is, coldness tends to create congestion and constriction of the body. However, when you get the right amount of heat, you allow proper expansion, which permits the stool carrying channels in the body to remain open, hence the optimal elimination of food. Guess what? Healthy elimination is equal to less pain. Bottom line, eating food is a conscious and intelligent affair. It is mindful and deliberate about what, when, why, and how you eat. Although we often say, you are what you eat, I would today modify that to say, you are what, how, when, and why you eat. Your well-being results from the types of foods you eat and your state of mind, the environment you stay, the time of the day, and the season in which you consume them. So I'll ask you all to make conscious choices when it comes to your food. Try to cut down on junkies as much as possible. Choose what's good for you. Get yourself a platter full of food that benefits your health. And rest assured, you will never have to cope up with spinal health issues again in your lifetime.